يسرنا أن نلتقي عبر الفيس تايم مع السيد اخيل آتي رئيس الممرضين قسم العناية المركزة بمستشفى جابر. First of all, our guest, welcome to our show. Good evening, Kuwait. Mr. Akhil Ati, are you with me on air? You are on air now. You are most welcome. Welcome to our show.
Thank you very much.
You are most welcome, because we are already sharing with the viewers that you are working in the medical sector. So how do you see the precautions, the procedure in the state of Kuwait?
Well, first of all, I have to thank the government of Kuwait for doing such a wonderful job, because initially the World Health Organization has made this as a medical emergency in the January 2020. I think by the end of January 2020, the World Health Organization has made that COVID or Corona as a global emergency. So the Kuwait government has listened to these instructions given by the World Health Organization. And we had made some necessary precautions, by arranging a team and making some hospitals prepared for receiving Corona patients. The ministerial level, they were very well prepared for that. They had different committees, and they had well and educated doctors and higher authorities who can deal with a medical emergency. So this was great, and they had their own plans. And I think they made the Jabber Hospital as a main center for dealing with Corona patients. This was a good move, because rather than spreading the disease to many other parts, the country was well prepared to take care of the patients in a particular hospital. And the things were so mesmerizing, and I would like to say that this was so wonderful. And they are doing great job now also, because to ease the pressure of the country, they have prepared the country for 5 phases, phase 1 to phase 5, which can curb down the number of cases in Kuwait and make sure that the country is free from this deadly COVID disease.
And we are very appreciate your effort, and on behalf of myself and the all working crew, we are gratitude and appreciate your effort and everyone who's working in the first line. So before we go to another question, let me translate to our dear viewers. أنا سألت الضيف السيد اخيل إيتي إن كيف يرى الإجراءات الاحترازية في دولة الكويت، وأجاب أنه أثنى وشكر جهود دولة الكويت لاحتواء فيروس كوفيد 19، بالإضافة تكلم عن الكفاءات الطبية في دولة الكويت، وهي كفاءات عالية الخبرة وقادرة على احتواء الفيروس. بالإضافة أنه تكلم بالأخير عن القرارات التي أقرها مجلس الوزراء الموقر عن المراحل ال5، وقال أنها ممتازة جدا للحد من عدد الإصابات وزيادة حالات الشفاء. Now our guest, Mr. Akhil, let's go to another topic. What do you think about the commitment of the medical procedures on the citizens and residents?
Well, actually, the Kuwaiti citizens and the people, I can say that the people who live in Kuwait, they are lucky to get the best treatment in the world. I can say that because I am working in this field. So I can assure you that the people who live in Kuwait, they are getting the best treatment in the world. We have good doctors who have facilitated with good knowledge of COVID, and they have the sound international experience that they have brought to this country, and they are treating the patients with the best hands. And even the ministry is supporting them by arranging conferences with international countries where their corona is very prevalent. You can say that through Japan or through US, they are talking with the doctors over there and the scientists over there, and they are making sure that the progresses what they are making over there, and they are trying to implement those to this country and enabling the people to get the best treatment, irrespective of any culture or country or any race. The government of Kuwait is treating people in a really nice way. I'm really happy to say that the people of Kuwait are really lucky to have treatment modalities like this.
I very appreciate your effort and everyone who's working in the first line. أنا سألت الضيف السيد أخيل كيف ترى التزام المواطنين والمقيمين بالإجراءات الصحية، وأجاب أن المواطنين والمقيمين متعاونين وأيضا ملتزمون بالإجراءات الصحية، وأثنى وشكر جهود الكوادر الطبية في وحدة العناية المركزة على مهنيتهم العالية وحرصهم على متابعة المرضى. Now it goes me to another question, our guest, because now let's go about your working fields. So tell me about the cases that you are following in ICU.
Actually, ICU means in Arabic it is العناية المركزة. So the people who need, or the patients who need more oxygen therapy, I can say that a patient can be in a ward when their oxygen demand or the demand for oxygen is very less. But if the patient cannot sustain there for a long time and they need good medical attention, they will be brought to intensive care unit. So I am working in an intensive care unit, and especially in Jabur, Al Jabbar Hospital, in COVID ECMO team. So I'm working with a machine named as ECMO, ECMO. This is a machine that helps the patient. It's like a lungs. You know the lungs, the patient that we take the oxygen and we exhale the carbon dioxide. So this, when the lungs fail, most of the COVID patients all around the world, we have a problem with the lungs. So there is a machine to support this, support the lungs. So we are specialized for that, and we are working in a unit, such a unit like this. And I came to work in Jabbar Hospital from Adan Hospital on March 2nd. March 2nd, we had the first patient admitted to Jabbar Hospital ICU who needs ventilation. You can say that it's a machine that supports the breathing of the patient. So the patient was on ventilator and she was not able to breathe properly even with the ventilator. So we put her on a machine named as ECMO. And the patient was there for 2 weeks, and she is out from the machines, and she's good, and she is out from the machine, and we are really happy that she survived. And most of the patients who are admitting in the ICU are getting survived, are getting enough and good quality care.
And we're already seeing this one because everyone is appreciate about all your efforts is working in ICU. أنا سألت الضيف السيد اخيل عن الحالات التي يتابعونها في العناية المركزة، وأجاب هي الحالات الحرجة جدا والذين لم يتشافوا من الفيروس وأيضا يعانون من صعوبة في التنفس. Because we're already talking about our guest about the cases that you are following in ICU, let's focus more about the care that the patient receives in ICU.
Okay, as I told, that people who need more care, that means when the oxygen demand is less, they will be transferred to the ICU for continuous monitoring. We will be assessing the patient's oxygen level, we will be checking their blood, and we will be monitoring them 24/7. We can say that one nurse and one dedicated doctor will be always there in the ICU to take care of the patients who are admitted in ICU. So when the demand of the oxygen is less, and that means if the patient cannot breathe by himself, we will give them with supportive care like ventilators. So when the patient is once put on ventilator, if he fails, we will go for ECMO. That is another machine that can support the patient. So once the patient is in completely machine support, we will evaluate the patient according to certain criteria that we have. We will analyze his X-ray, we will analyze his blood. There are many steps criteria that we have in the ICU. So by evaluating all this, we will try to remove the machines out from the patient and make sure that the patient can breathe by himself or herself. They can breathe properly. So, and we have a good team. We have good doctors, nurses, and physiotherapy team who are actively working on patients in ICU. So these are the care that we offer to the patients in ICU.
Affirmative answer, and thank you for sharing this for our viewers who's watching us through the KTV1 the main channel. أنا سألت الضيف السيد اخيل عن مدى الرعاية الصحية التي يلقاها المريض في وحدة العناية المركزة، وأجاب أن المرضى في العناية المركزة يتلقون عناية فائقة من قبل فريق طبي ذو كفاءة وخبرة عالية، بالإضافة إلى الأجهزة المتطورة التي تحسن من صحة المريض. Now our guest, it's time for our important question. Can you send a message to the viewers who's watching us through the KTV1 and this live stream in your own language?
Yeah, of course. First of all, before sending a message, I would like the citizens to know that the doctors, the nurses, the police, all the frontline workers are working for you in 24/7. We are all working for your safety. And there are certain things that you should know. We have pregnant doctors, pregnant nurses, and other sick doctors, not with COVID, with other diseases that are working for you. So whatever instructions that the government that gives to you, you have to follow it, because it's all for our safety, and not for our safety, it's for your safety that we are working. The scientists around the globe is racing to find a vaccine for corona. I think they will successfully find it out. Meanwhile, we have to do something that is different. What the government is telling us. maintain a social distance. Always maintain a 6 feet social distance when you go outside. Wear the mask. Always try to wear the mask. And hand washing. According to the World Health Organization, we need to have a good hand washing technique. At least 20 seconds you need to wash your hands, because washing your hands keep away the virus from our body. And always follow the instructions given by the government. Like, they have categorized the 5 phases here. Follow the instructions, wear mask, do hand washing, and don't go out of the home unnecessarily. Go only for needful things and try to cooperate with us. We all are working for you. We all are there to save you and protect you.
Okay, can you give a brief in your own language to the viewers about how about the medical awareness not to spread the virus, please, if you don't mind? The mic will be now.
Okay. എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. ഞാനൊരു മലയാളിയാണ്. ഞാനിവിടെ കുവൈറ്റിൽ അൽഅദാൻ ഹോസ്പിറ്റലിലാണ് ഞാൻ ജോലി ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ജാബർ ഹോസ്പിറ്റലിൽ കോവിഡ് ICUയിൽ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നു. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാമല്ലോ, നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഗ്ലോബൽ എമർജൻസിയാണ് നമ്മളിവിടെ ഫേസ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഒരുപാട് വീഡിയോകളിലൂടെയും ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങളിലൂടെയും നിങ്ങളെല്ലാവരും ബോധവൽക്കരണം ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി പലരും മുന്നോട്ട് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാം എന്താണ് നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യേണ്ടതെന്ന്. കൂടുതലായി നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യേണ്ടത് ഞാനിവിടെ പറഞ്ഞു തരാം. ആദ്യമേ നമ്മൾ സോഷ്യൽ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസിങ് കീപ്പ് ചെയ്യുക. വെളിയിൽ ഇറങ്ങുകയാണെങ്കിൽ തന്നെ നമ്മളിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരു 6 ഫീറ്റ് അകലം നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും കാത്തു സൂക്ഷിക്കുക മറ്റൊരാളിലേക്ക്. ഹാൻഡ് വാഷിംഗ്, എപ്പോഴും നമ്മുടെ കൈ വാഷ് ചെയ്യുക. അറ്റ്ലീസ്റ്റ് ഒരു 20 സെക്കൻഡ് നമ്മൾ നമ്മുടെ കൈ നന്നായിട്ട് കഴുകണം. സോപ്പ് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഹാൻഡ് സാനിറ്റൈസേഴ്സ് ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. ഇതെല്ലാം നമുക്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. എപ്പോഴും മാസ്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കണം. വെളിയിൽ ഇറങ്ങുമ്പോഴെല്ലാം നമ്മൾ മാസ്ക് ഉപയോഗിച്ചേ മതിയാവുള്ളൂ. ഗവൺമെന്റിന്റെ ഇൻസ്ട്രക്ഷൻസ് എല്ലാം അതേപോലെ തന്നെ ഫോളോ ചെയ്യുക. നമ്മളായിട്ട് അതിൽ നിന്ന് വ്യതിചലിക്കരുത്. ഇവിടുത്തെ ഗവൺമെന്റ് നമുക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. നമ്മൾക്ക് ആർക്കും രോഗം വരാതിരിക്കുവാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ഇവർ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഇതെല്ലാം അതേപോലെ തന്നെ ചെയ്യുക. എല്ലാവരും നമുക്ക് ഒരേ ഒരു സ്ലോഗൻ മാത്രം നമ്മൾ വിചാരിക്കുക. നമ്മൾക്ക് ഈ കൊറോണയെ മാറ്റാൻ വേണ്ടി നമുക്ക് ഒരേ ഒരു കാര്യം നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാം.
Okay, and thank you. Sorry for interrupting you, because we reached the end of our segment. Thank you very much for being with us today. We are speaking to Mr. اخيل ايتي, ECMO nurse ICU. كان معنا السيد اخيل ايتي رئيس الممرضين قسم العناية المركزة بمستشفى جابر، وملخص اللقاء دار حول الإجراءات الاحترازية في دولة الكويت، بالإضافة إلى الحالات التي يتابعونها في وحدة العناية المركزة. وبالأخير وجه رسالة بلغته للسادة المشاهدين عن طرق الوقاية من هذا الفيروس.